All right, y'all. So this is a series that I wanted to. It's kind of been in motion for a while, and I actually went to therapy and kind of talked to my therapist about it, and he thought it would be a good idea. So this series is gonna be called the therapy session, where I pretty much, I treat it like a real therapy session. I just go talk to, whoever watches this video about things that I would probably talk about in the therapy session. Not going too crazy, but just just normal everyday things. So to kick it off, I know we in 2026, but I'm gonna talk about some things that happened in 2025 that I actually talked about in with my therapist, but I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. So to kick it off, um, I want to start with something, just a little bit of positivity. Um, I think these therapy sessions will help me, and I think these therapy sessions is gonna help other people. Um, I'm not gonna really say anybody's names in these therapy sessions. I'm gonna speak on the situation, and if you know the situation, then 9 times out of 10 you will know who I'm talking about. But other than that, I'm gonna protect the people I need to protect in these therapy sessions. I don't know how frequently I'm gonna do this, but I can see myself at least doing it once a month. But yeah, other than that, if this situation does help anybody, um, just because maybe what I'm going through, I don't think what I'm finna talk about in none of these therapy sessions is gonna be a new situation. But maybe maybe I just got enough balls to speak on it. And in the comments, because this is gonna go up on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Just give me some feedback. I don't want no feedback telling me don't keep doing this. I just want feedback on the situation because most of the stuff that I'm finna talk about has already been done, handled, and well, in this first one, this is gonna be addressing something that needed to get addressed. So let's get into it. From this point on, there won't be too much more positivity. So, where do we start? I guess we could start with me getting a divorce. I can't remember when I got a divorce. I know why I got a divorce. And I don't want to get into why I got a divorce, but it was what it was. After the divorce, um, my counterpart, you know, chose to, go deal with who she dealt with, and that's completely fine. Um, After a while, once certain things start coming together, the situation kind of got weird because I knew who the counterpart was, like who her new guy was. He was her best friend, and that's. I know some people won't feel like that's surprising, but to me, I just think it's part of the game. 9 times out of 10, she gon' whoever as a man, your woman is probably gonna go to whoever she feel like she could talk to the most, relate to the most, and that's how it's gonna go. As a little time went on, it just felt like the guy was just playing the shadows and just what I'm saying, just waiting for his turn to do whatever, bust his move. Um, and that's completely fine because what I'm saying, that's just how the game go. Um, but the whole point of this first therapy session stemming around my divorce and just this guy, and not really gonna touch on too much of her. Well, I am gonna touch on her because what's this is stemming from is because me and her don't really pay attention to each other's social medias. For obvious reasons. What I'm saying, strictly just to keep the peace. I don't see what she say, she don't see what I say. I don't really speak about her on social media, and what I'm saying, everything is smooth. But unfortunately, For her birthday, she made a post, with the brother and the pictures. And in the post, she said a bunch of, good stuff about the brother and her and just her family. But it was one specific part in the post that kind of caught my attention. That somebody sent to me. Somebody sent me the post, and the part that caught my attention was I can't give it to you verbatim, but it was pretty much saying the brother was just such a blessing in my kids' life, and he's what they needed at the moment. And in my mind, I'm like, how is he what they needed at the moment? And he only technically been in their lives at that moment for 7 months? So in 7 months, he did more for these kids than what I did their whole lives. And I knew up until that point of her birthday that I don't know too much of what he did for him. Because up until her birthday, I don't think he showed up to any parent-teacher conference meetings. I'm pretty sure he ain't bought him no clothes or shoes. So, I don't know. You just got to explain to me what he could have possibly did for him for you to come out on social media and say he was what these kids needed, or the best thing that these kids needed. However you worded it, was clearly a shot. That's why the person who seen it sent it to me, because it was clearly a shot. Me personally, I'm not gonna go out of my way, even if I am dealing with somebody and even if they are coming into my kids' lives and changing things, to publicly go on social media to say something insinuating that this person that just came in my kids' lives is just such a life-changing person, when they haven't changed anything in these kids' lives. Nothing. This person hasn't changed anything in these kids' lives. I personally think he's a hindrance. Because one could say, all right, me exiting out the household could be the problem, which is 1,000% true. But I'm also seeing, just from going to the schools and having conversations with the teachers, that certain things that they weren't doing before, they're doing now. They're actually getting into more trouble since I've been gone. So, if you saying that this brother is the thing that these kids needed in their lives at this moment of your birthday, then is he the reason they getting in trouble more in school? I don't know. It might have some type of correlation. But to go into the backstory of who the brother is, like, I played dumb for a good portion of time. Cause this is my best friend. Hold on, let me stop right there. This is my advice to any man, any young man. Do not play the best friend game with any female. The best friend is sitting and waiting for you to fail. And when you fail, he gonna come through like a superhero. Every time. But the thing with this best friend is I already kind of figured his game, and his game was pretty weak because one. Let me go back to where I was stupid. It was one day, he texted her on an early tip, and in her phone, his name was like um something crazy like big Big Daddy Pooh Bear or something like that. Something off the wall crazy. I brought it to her attention, and her response was, "Today, at the moment, it made sense. In that moment, it made sense. Today, I need to kick in my own ass." Cause her excuse was that's his special name and they friends group chat or something like that. So you saying a bunch of other men is calling him, cause it was like Big Daddy. It was something Big Daddy with wet signs and something like that. Something out the way crazy. So I said you a bunch of men. I'm saying this to myself today. Like a bunch of men is calling him Big Daddy Pooh Bear or something like that. So that was the first red flag. Then a conversation came up about damn, well, what if I said I don't want you, going back, conversing with the good brother no more. And she pretty much was saying like, in so many words, like, nah, he ain't going nowhere. So that's red flag number 2. So once everything was separated, it really didn't shock me too much when it was like, oh, this is the person that I'm finna be dealing with. That didn't really shock me too much. It didn't shock me at all. I expected it. I think what shocked me was when they got into their relationship, she started divulging information about the brother. Let me sit up for this one. Ladies, the worst thing you can do in a marriage or just boyfriend and girlfriend is to divulge information about your new man to any man, but definitely your ex or your ex-husband. That's literally shooting yourself in the foot. So, just off of when I got my first look at the brother, I had my own narrative of who I thought he was and what type of person he was. And I think some point before everything went left, she told me the brother told her he was a womanizer and stuff like that. And it kind of threw me off because I'm like, of course they friends, but I ain't just never heard a man that would just come out the blue and say, yeah, I'm a womanizer. Because I don't, even if you are a womanizer, I don't think that's like something you should, just come out and tell somebody, that's just like somebody coming out and saying, I'm a pimp. Like you showing your hand, you letting them know your hand. So I'm like, okay, I just thought that was weird. So once they actually got together and she just started divulging information about the brother, it started going into my narrative of what I didn't know him from a can of paint. I just seen a picture of him and I just thought to myself like, nah, bro, kind of look a little like, he said he a womanizer. He look a little, he look a little corny to me. He look like a cornball, So once she started telling me stuff about him, I'm like, all right, it makes sense. So as time went on, she just divulged more information, and then it was like, just the whole situation wasn't just making sense to me. It wasn't making sense to me. The same person that you pretty much went on Facebook and sent the, because she might not feel like that was a shot. But if I went on Facebook and after, like, right after my divorce, and say this new woman is what my kids needed in their life, that's a shot towards her. Even if I don't want it to be. To then turn around a little bit of time after that and it be like, you know what I'm saying, this Prince Charming ain't that really charming. But also this Prince Charming that you so infatuated, you bringing around these kids. So then I start asking more questions to myself, like, what's up with his kids? But I didn't even have to ask the question because it was brought to me without me asking that the brother got beef with his oldest daughter. He got beef with his oldest daughter. And this dude who's such a great man, his oldest daughter supposedly say she gonna kill herself. And this good brother who's around my kids say to his daughter, shit, go ahead and do it. So this great man who's around my kids, I gotta keep emphasizing that, pretty much co-signed his daughter to kill herself. He pretty much co-signed his daughter to kill herself. And like, this is who she propping up to just be such this great guy behind, you know, saying behind closed doors and stuff like that. Cause let me be very honest. If I wouldn't have never seen that post about her bigging this dude up as he's the best thing that come in my kid's life or something like that, I would be making a therapy session videos, but I wouldn't be frying them up right now. Cause I ain't fried them up yet. I'm warming it up. But I'm finna start frying him in a couple minutes. But if it wasn't that little part of he's the best thing, or this is what my kids needed in their life right now, this video wouldn't be happening like this. It would just be something else. It would be about something else. But it wouldn't be about Mr. co-signing his daughter killing herself. It wouldn't be about that. It wouldn't be about that. I don't think it makes any sense to go into your new relationship like, you don't have to build your relationship with your new person venting and pretty much talking about your old relationship. You don't have to do that. Because in my mind, you just giving the new guy the playbook of what not to do. You just giving him a playbook of what not to do. Oh, so all I got to do is just not do what he did, and I'm going to be all right. But then it's funny when she come when she come to you and tell her sheesh, some of the stuff he doing is worse than some of the stuff that you was doing. Like, why would you give your ex that type of validation and pretty much let him know that, damn, she out here just making terrible decisions? That don't make sense. That don't make sense at all. So then what makes the situation worse is the brother sends a friend request to a girl that I know. So I tell the girl like, man, just delete that. I don't like it. Could be a mistake. You know what I'm saying? He could just be tripping. I don't think that's nothing. She deleted. I think maybe a week or so later, the brother sends a friend request to her other page. So now I'm like, nah, this ain't a coincidence. This ain't a coincidence. I don't know what type of time you on. I don't know if she's in cahoots with you. You know, my ex-wife to be in cahoots with you to be on some weird stuff, but we gonna nip this in the bud because the girl that you sending a friend request to ain't got nothing to do with anything that's going on right now. So me and the brother go back and forth, and he say something to let me know that y'all is up having full-blown conversations about me, because the brother got the nerve to say, I'm praying for you and your situation. What do you know about my situation? What do you think you know about my situation? The person you dealing with don't even know my situation. She get bits and pieces, cause I know she can't hold a pail of water of information without spilling it to somebody else. So whatever you think you know, or whatever information that's being fed to you, I promise to you, at this point, it's old news or it's probably false. But the thing with you is the information that I know is current, it's up to date, and it's coming from a person that you share a bed with. So I know you felt like the big man when you was like, man, I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm content with my situation. I guess you saying you content with being with her and you want to pray for my situation, which is cool. But from what I know at this moment, ain't nothing too. It ain't looking too good for you right now, brother. Cause how she say we gonna take a break. We gonna take a break. I'll take a little small break. Come back together. Get into it. Now you want to take a break. How that make sense? And you older than everybody involved in the situation. If we not too old to be having conversations about taking breaks. And this is a woman that you brought a promise ring for. Why buy a promise ring and then turn around and say something about taking a break? It's a lot of stuff that's not making sense, but I gotta go back into it. This is the man that she's praising on social media and acting like everything is cool and he's the best thing that came into my kids' lives. But once again, I say it, I ain't see that brother at no parent-teacher conference meeting. I ain't seen him put a shirt on them kids' back. I ain't seen him put no shoes on their feet. But he did buy something. He bought them kids a Nintendo Switch. I bet you my kids' school won't appreciate that. My kids been getting in trouble for months. I've been up and back and forth to the school for months. And I hope you see this, brother. I don't know if you know, you buying them a Nintendo Switch or buying them anything extra crazy like that when they don't deserve it, it's hurting them. You're making my job harder. You're making me look like the bad guy. But that's completely cool. Because when you're a good father, you are the bad guy. So that's my job. I'm the bad guy. So I'm about to continue to be the bad guy. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Yeah, I was looking at the Griffies. So I'm finna show y'all who this magnificent brother is. Let's see. We gonna pull this one up. Look at this brother. Can I do that? I don't think I can do it. Not like that. Hold on. Alright, yeah, let me put this up. Alright, there we go. Now look at this brother. Y'all see him? Excuse this part right here where he holding the phone. That's her hand. I had somebody edit her out the picture because I don't want nobody to figure out who she is. If you figure out who she is, you can do it on your own time, but you're not gonna figure her out because of me. But let's just break this picture down real quick. Tell me this brother don't look like he supposed to be cast in a Tyler Perry movie. The first thing I thought when I saw this brother is he looked like he's sorry about 2004. This Ruben Studdard, Kermit the Frog face man is the man that is coming through and changing my kids' lives. I'm telling you, look at this man. I wouldn't be shocked if women came out a couple years down the road and said that this man was beating them, cause he just dressed like a nigga that beat women. Especially what he got about 7 different browns on. He got a Scully that you can't even probably find at the Arab store. And the most atrocious thing that's going on in this picture is, hold on, let me hold on. Where the other one that I need to focus on this one? Hold on, let's blow this one up. It's these brown forces, man. Let me zoom in on these forces, man. Zoom in. All right. Look at these. Look at these. Let me drop a flex bomb for these. I don't know where he got these from. And then he got the tongue tucked. Listen, he got the pants tucked in behind shoes. You can't tell me he not dangerous. This is the man that's supposed to be coming through and changing my kid's life. Look at this. It's her birthday, brother. Let me show you something, brother. You couldn't get a haircut? You couldn't get a haircut, brother? Why could you get a haircut, brother? With them thick ass James Bond. I don't know where the hell he got them glasses from. The James Bond glasses. Hold on. What? Let me see this. I feel like I done seen this chain before. Let me see. Hold on. Let me check on this other picture. Cause this chain look real. The chain look real familiar. Hold on. My cousin did some funny shit with that other picture. I feel like I seen that chain on Fashion Nova. Hold on, man. Hold on. Is it this? Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm finna fry you up, bruh. I'm finna fry you up. I'm finna listen. Don't tell me you praying or you praying for my situation with a fake ass Fashion Nova chain on. I don't know if them blessings, them prayers that you send it to me, brother. I don't know if they gonna make them to God. Now I see why you ain't get a haircut, cause if you got them Fashion Nova chains on, you probably can't afford that $40 for that motherfucking haircut. But I'm still stuck on this brown. You got Bill Cosby Bill Cosby brown shoes. You got a cream brown shirt on, and you got a doodle brown fucking button down. You just it's just this is just a nasty fit for somebody for your girl birthday, bro. It's just a nasty fit. Now I'm really getting nervous because now you about to be in the house trying to help my kids put their outfits together, and I'm like, oh, what the hell is going on? My kids gonna be confused when I'm trying to dress them, and they be like, nah, I should put this together. I'm like, why you dressing like a like back in like you from the 90s? Like, look at these pants. Like, you look like you everything but the hat. Cause I noticed you ain't get this hat from the Arabs. This is not a Arab hat. I hope you didn't get this Scully from Fashion Nova too. Cause that's a nasty Scully. But you definitely got this chain from Fashion Nova. You just I don't know, man. But this is all happening because one of the biggest reasons is she putting you on the pedestal to make you seem like you can replace me. When she really need to be wondering why your oldest daughter tried to commit suicide. Or not tried to commit suicide. Was even talking about it. And you co-signed it. We got a lot of questions. But just for the love of the game, we gonna show this picture just to be funny. Look at this, man. Yo, Cleveland Brown ass. Like, even as a cartoon, you look like a goofy ass nigga. Like, the cartoon don't even make you look cool. You look goofy. Let's exit that out. Let's just stick on this. Let's stick on this. No, let's go to this other one. Look at you. You look like you supposed to be at the background picture at Sears. Like, you look like you took some Sears pictures. I don't know if you know how goofy you look. I don't know if the people in your life don't love you, that they let you buy them brown shoes. And I bet you thought you was doing it up in there, didn't you? I can't really fry you up like I want to fry you up, because one, I want this video to stay on YouTube, and two, I mean, that's pretty much it. I want to try to make a couple dollars off this. I ain't trying to keep doing this ish for free, but this is a nasty fit. This is a real nasty fit. Yeah, you do look like you look like you got two hot pockets or a goddamn dressed hot dog in your pocket. You just look like a goofy ass nigga. And I'm about to end this. Listen, if you want to take this video as me feeling some type of way about who she dealing with, that's cool. If you want to take this video as hate, that's cool. That's cool. I don't care. I'm gonna keep saying what I want to say. That's just me. The whole point of this therapy session is 2025 at first was a bad year. But now, as I see it, it's really the year of illumination. It was really the year of open your eyes. And my eyes is definitely open right now. This is a goofy looking ass nigga. Oh man, listen. If anybody could tell me where these forces came from, I don't know. I feel like he got them Jones from the Africans. I feel like he went to found the Africans wherever he could find. I don't know where the Africans at in the city, but he searched for them to put this fit together. He really thought he was doing it up. Like I said, I ain't never even seen a Scully stretch like that. Like, I got a big head. Like, look, this the cohort. My head is not stretched. Like, look, it's not stretched. Like his shit is stretched. This Scully is fighting for its goddamn life. And I know them glasses is bulletproof. See, I can't even look. I can't even smack the brother because he gonna see the smack coming. And that's another thing. Brother, she told you a lot of things about me. A lot of things. A lot of things. I bet you she ain't tell you. You play with me, I smack the dog shit out of you. Cause in my mind and in a lot of people's minds, you was waiting in the grass. You was the shoulder to cry on. You waited for your opportunity, but it's kind of weird now because now she calling, saying we on the break, and you saying y'all on the break. You disrespecting her and speaking down on her to the point that she, you know what I'm saying, want to do, you know what I'm saying, I already said suicide, but, you know, she want to contemplating things. I don't want to keep saying suicide because I might have to edit that out the video, but she contemplating things. Because I know, I know what you on. You 7, whatever you is. You work third shift. You look like Ruben Stutter. You can't dress. You probably don't got a barber. Your hat stretched out. So you figured you holding on to whatever you can get. I don't even think you want to be in a relationship. I just think you don't want to be by yourself. I think you realize this is the best you gonna get. And that's why you be tricking. Oh yeah. I heard what you be doing. You be spending that money. You not a womanizer. You's a trick. You tricking these hoes. Ben probably tricking them. Let me see you get something without spending no money on it. Let me see you get something without offering to pay that rent. Let me see you pull something off, then I respect it. But from what I'm hearing, you spending money. A lot of money. So that's how you know we playing two different games. Because I'm getting them before any dollar is spent. The money is extra. I'm not leading with it. It's a bonus. But I'm hearing you leading with it. Paying rent. Paying car notes. Don't fall out with her. Because I'm the type of nigga to send some young girls to you and get you milked. They gonna milk you for everything you got. Partner. But let's end this. We gonna end it. We gonna end it on a positive note. This is the last and final time I'm gonna speak on this situation. I know it's already other divorce video that you can look up on my YouTube page, but this is gonna be the last time I speak on this. If they come out and say something, I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't got no reason to lie on anybody, so it is what it is. There will not be a response video if somebody come out and start saying something, certain stuff, because I know what I said. And it's the truth. I ain't got no reason to lie. Whatever opinion you have about me after this video, that's cool. I do not care. I don't care. Y'all, like I said, you think this hate? That's cool. That's cool. Just come back to this picture. Come back to these pictures. Look at him and tell me, what am I hating on? Nothing. It's the first therapy session. This is the first one. The next one, I promise, is going to be more positive. It's going to be more based around me. It's going to be based around more of the good and the bad things that I have going on in my personal life. But my first therapy session had to be about this one. Because my kids is involved. Anything involving my kids, it messes with my psyche. Because this whole situation even got my son acting weird. But I'm going to speak on that in my next video. Because I went over in my time in this one. But this is the first therapy session. We're going to keep this going. The next one is going to be a little bit more positive. At some point, one of these therapy sessions, I might have my mom in here. I might have my dad in here. I might have my brother. I might just have other people in here. Just, you know what I'm saying, bouncing things off the wall of just what they think. And I might let other people do their own therapy sessions on here. But this first one, like I said, all negativity. Nothing but negative. Nothing but negative. Hold on, let me drop the bottom one more time. For this Kermit the Frog face ass nigga, this Tyler Perry. This nigga is gonna be on the next Tyler Perry movie driving a motherfucking bus. I promise. I hope so. And I hope the brothers see this. We don't have no beef. There is no problem. I just want you to understand, you can't take the place of my kids. You really need to focus on building a better relationship with your own kids. That's what you really need to focus on. But you're not going to do that, which is cool. But don't you ever in your life, as long as you black, tell me you praying for my situation. Like you fucking know me. You don't know me. She barely know me. She don't know this. What you looking at today. She don't know this. She don't know this. But that's it. We ain't gonna keep on into it. Please, if you want to support, all you gotta do is like, share, subscribe to this page. This is the first one. This is probably gonna be the only one that's kind of like raunchy and negative like this. Every other one is not gonna be like this. It's gonna be a little more positive. It's gonna be a little more positive. But thank you, and I just hope this helps somebody. I hope these therapy sessions start helping people. I hope people, you know what I'm saying, comment down, tell me if you went through something like this. If you got a situation where you got somebody, a dude laying in wait, you know what I'm saying, waiting for you to mess up to get with your girl, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? We can start the conversation. But y'all have a blessing. Let me drop the bomb one more time.